and before we begin, let's just give you celebratory woohoo! We have hit 400,000 team members here, so Team Ordinary has grown that strong. First of all, I do want to thank you all before we begin this. And I may actually do a video on that. I'm not really, keen on doing a whole lot of videos that aren't related to, pure content and whatnot. But I do want to thank you all for it and everything, and I'll get towards it at the end of the video. But what this is about is the idea of double standards. Now, I have to bring up, well, for example, what happened is nostalgic web browsing. I did a stream on YouTube for it because I wanted to test out what the new YouTube mechanics were. Now, during the stream, there was a point where a nipple was shown. Pornographic image, I guess you could say. Nobody expected it. We were actually on Zelda.com. In fact, that video will probably be uploaded later. But we were on Zelda.com, The Legend of Zelda, and when we went on the Wayback Machine in 1996, we came across the fact that Zelda.com was originally a porn website. Shocking to say, the revelation was hilarious and, well, shocking. But it was also doubly shocking when YouTube decided to kill off the stream. Now, there wasn't actually anybody reporting it. It wasn't actually, I don't know if anybody reported actually. There were about 860 people something watching. But it actually got taken out real quick. So what happened really was there was a spider bot, or a content ID kind of bot that looked at it and instantly killed off the stream. Now, it gave me a guideline strike, and that's really what it is. It's the first time I've ever gotten one, and about in 6 months it'll clear up, provided I don't get anything else, which I won't, because the only time it's literally ever happened was when I tried the live streaming on YouTube. Now, I'm gonna, totally admit, it was totally my fault. On a live stream, the problem is because of the fact that it is live, who the fuck knows what happens, right? You can put like a 30-second delay on it, and if YouTube's bot catches it, well, you're kind of fucked on that regard. Now, the thing is, instantly as it was seen, it was taken off and completely gone for that one little nipple slip. And I will totally abide by that. YouTube's rules clearly state you can't have any pornographic or nude image on there. That's a no-no. And you know what? I fucked up bad. I went on Zelda.com, didn't expect it, but it happened, and should have been more careful. What it has taught me is to never use the YouTube live streaming feature. In fact, I'll leave that right for Twitch, because that's where I stream anyways. And well, my little one test on the YouTube front ended up, giving me a little pimp slap. And I will take that pimp slap, and I will completely abide by it and never decide to go through it again. And no hard feelings towards anyone. I don't, it's not like, it's fucking a big thing. It's just, a bot catched it, and in 6 months it should clear up, if anything. So for those people wondering what the hell was happening, that's what happened. But I actually want to ask the people over here what's going on, because there are good news about YouTube, and don't get me wrong, YouTube does a lot of good things, alright? It does a lot of good things, and you know what? The testament to how it quickly killed off a stream off one nip slip is a sign of, they've really been investing in the anti-porn bot, if anything, because it just catches you like that and boom, you're off. And my problem here, though, is the fact that nudity is looked on with such a hate. But then at the same time, if you really go on YouTube and you enter the right search results, or you enter, if you go deep into the, guts of the search engine and look through there, we're talking URL search methods, you come across stuff like decapitations or animal abuse and all that stuff, and violence, graphic imagery, It's actually so restrictive that there are certain games, right, for example, the Max Payne 3 strip club scene, which you can't actually show because it does have nudity in it. Now, I don't know if GTA 5 is exempt from that rule. I've never tried it personally. I don't even try it. Any kind of nudity in video games and whatnot, I ban out anyways. I completely cancel out. And the thing is, as far as you have that stuff blurred out, as far as it's not visible, as far as it's not seen, as far as it's even age restricted, then you're somewhat safe on the rules. There is a leniency on there. It's not like the bot instantly picks and doesn't pick. There was nudity shown in the stream that I did, and you know what? It was rightfully taken down, and I was rightfully given the strike, and I totally take it. It's not like, I'm gonna fucking sit over here and tell YouTube made a giant mistake of their life. Hey, a violation occurred, and they responded to the violation well accordingly. But my problem here is that why is this one violation more severe than, say, violence and stuff? I mean, dude, last time I checked, man, sex is kind of the reason we're all here, right? I don't know, man. I mean, a world without it would mean I mean, hey, let's just take, I don't know. We wouldn't be fucking here. That's all I gotta say, man. I don't have to teach you guys about the bees and the birds. Well, definitely no, I'm not, that's totally not a position for me to speak in. But regardless, why is violence sort of allowed here too? You know what I mean? And it sort of goes to this grand old thing. And I've been asked this on a rant time too, but I never really wanted to cover it because I felt like it was covered in any other, rant time I did with video games, especially when we're talking about, parents and video games and whatnot, how to control it. But the thing is that why is sex so bad? Like, why is it such a taboo thing? Because every time it ever happens, even nowadays, it always sparks the news, right? Everyone always gets up and about it. It's like, oh man, there's some nudity in the game. Oh shit, nip slips. But whenever somebody gets cut in half, or there's like torture scenes and whatnot, and there very few times does violence ever get looked at, right? I mean, in the case of Manhunt or the GTA 5 torture scene, or I think if I'm not mistaken, even the quiet thing from Metal Gear Solid 5, it never gets looked on with this. I mean, YouTube, I appreciate that there's a bot there to help stop stuff like this. I get it. I totally understand. You know what? I totally feel that it should be there, and it has to be there. That's the reason why you don't see a lot of porn on YouTube anyways. I mean, if God forbid you're trying to look for it here, it doesn't exist. Trust me on that. The bot's really fucking good. But why is it that bot is so clearly against sexual content, but anything like violence and whatnot? And again, it's not like there's so much violent footage portrayed here anyways, but like if you do a Google search, you can come across people getting shot at, like people getting shot right in the head, cop footage where they shoot like perpetrators. How the heck is that allowed? How the heck does that not get filtered out? I mean, I feel like that is a bigger violation towards the community guidelines, and I want to ask you all in the comments below, what do you think about it too? I'm not here to say that, oh well, what YouTube did to me was wrong. I totally agree with it. If it happened to anyone else, I would agree with it. If I got taken down for violent reasons, I would totally agree with it. But my problem here is that why aren't these two things looked at equally? Because they're both violations of the terms of service. But why the heck is there such a weird sort of leniency towards one aspect when it's clearly worse than the other one? I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, if we had to logically look at it, I'm pretty sure decapitating footage is, much more harmful than a nip slip. I mean, both of them I get are equally bad, but I don't know, man. If that stuff's allowed, it's a little weird to go on YouTube. And really take those guidelines by heart. But the thing is, it's going to be cleared in about 6 months anyways, and a lot of people asked me updates for it, like as soon as it happened, like there was a fucking shitstorm everywhere. There was 800 people watching, and there was a lot more asking afterwards. I got asked on Facebook, I got asked on Twitter, I got asked, fucking through the YouTube messaging system too. And regardless, the whole situation seems to be fine. I've contacted the, important people that need to be contacted, and so far it's a slap on the wrist. YouTube themselves are lenient. They know that not everyone here wants to violate community guidelines, and I totally respect that. The first warning is just a slap on the wrist, and after 6 months it'll be gone, and I hopefully things will be back in good standing and whatnot, and live streaming privileges will come back. Now, will I ever live stream on YouTube? Most definitely not, especially after this. I had no intention of it again. I knew the system was different, so I wanted to try it. Bad mistake. We'll never do it again. TLDR, that's basically what happened. But yeah, no, that's basically my issue with the double standards. It's sort of those people asking me to take videos down too with swearing and whatnot as well. I mean, when you want me to take down a video called Manhunt for the fact that I swear in it, don't you look at the content itself and see me just butchering a guy's head off in it? I mean, does that not strike you as odd? I mean, I'm pretty sure I took a garrote wire and completely sawed off a guy's head in that game. I don't know, man. The world's a weird place. These double standards are getting to be too double standardy, and most often, it's just something that leaves me confused and feeling weird. Like I have to ask what the fuck's going on. At the end of the day, though, I do want to ask you all, thank you. I want to just give the giant biggest thumbs up to every single person over here. Some ordinary gamers, as of this, what is this? What is the exact time over here? What is it right now? I'm trying to look for it. As of right now, we are 4,400 plus people strong, and you know what? I can't thank each and every one of you enough. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and I'm going to keep this as concise as possible. I started this channel out when I was completely fucking depressed, completely, you know, there was a lot of issues in my life, and you know what, a lot of you people in 3 years, just by simply watching the videos and offering some support, have made my life much more enjoyable. It's given me a whole new aspect, a whole new career that I'm shooting for, and I can't thank you all enough for it. And you know what, for all the people that enjoy watching the content, thank you very much, and I totally appreciate it, and I'll never take what you get for granted. I hope that I've remained the same person as I have always, because that's my goal, and I'm not, you know, ever changing for some godforsaken reason. I'm still the same dumb Mudahar like I was back then. I'm still the same dumb Mudahar that likes Ioni and Ib and all that stuff. And hey, you know what? Just because that you guys are so awesome, and a lot of people have asked me for it too with LSD Dream Emulator, I'm not gonna lie, it might be coming back. I'm bringing back a lot of stuff. Nostalgic Web Browsing is coming out in a couple days, and you know what? Censored, by the way, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be censored. And yeah, LSD Dream Emulator might be coming back. No exact promises on it. I'm still kind of busy on it, but you know what, thank you for the 400,000 you know, team members. Thank you a lot. Thank you for being part of it. You're not just a number to me, you're my family. You're my 400,000 plus family, and I will always be grateful to you. So thank you everyone for being a part of Team Ordinary, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, I cannot be more grateful. This is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.